We are trying to find the range of the monthly closing balances of Carl's account. We know he starts the year off making deposits of $120, and we know he ends the year taking out withdrawals of $50. And so basically what we need to do is figure out when he goes from making deposits to making withdrawals. So let's look at clue. Oh yeah, we know one more thing. May, let me see. If the closing balance of Carl's account for May of last year was $2,600. So here we know it's $2,600. All right, so let's look at clue 1. And clue 1 says last year the closing balance of Carl's account for April was less than $2,625. And we know that May it was $2,600. So what does that tell us? That tells us that if in April 15th, if he had subtracted $50, he would be below $2,500. And that can't be the case because in May, we're at $2,600. So that means April 15th, we had to make a deposit of $120. But that's great information, I guess, but we don't know anything about, did we make another $120 in May and June, July? We don't know when it cut over to the withdrawal piece. So let's look at clue 2. Forget about clue 1. Clue 2 says last year the closing balance of Carl's account for June is less than $2,675. And we know that May is $2,600. So in May, if we had added $120, then I would be at $720. But this clue tells me that June's less than $2,675. So this tells me that we had to subtract $50. But we don't know, did we start subtracting $50 prior to that? We just know from then on we're making withdrawals, but we don't know when we started subtracting $50 withdrawals. So now what we do, since both clues did not work independently, we put those together, and I think you can see that works because April we add 120, and that means that, and then the next month we start subtracting 50. So then we'd know every month what was going on and we could find the range.